What's good? What's good? It's your boy Aaron Page, and I'm back with another video for y'all today. Today, we're going to be watching a video by Andrew Tate. He had a conversation with some women on a show called Just Pearly Things, and they were talking about monogamous women. And so, we're about to check this video out real quick and do a quick reaction to it. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button for me, hit the notification bell, and let's go ahead and dive into this video.
Do women prefer to be monogamous with a low-value man or share a high-value man?
Well, look at society, and you tell me.
Monogamous.
Ask me.
Wait, so let's ask the single ladies. What would you prefer?
I would prefer someone who's monogamous. I left a situation where I got the Bentley, I had all that, I had the kids, I had that. That was great. I want a companion. I want real love. And to me, what monogamy means to me is someone who's committed to themselves. That's like, the answer is within you. And to be honest, I feel like, again, like the sex has been lost in translation and what it means. I don't care, man or female, it's been lost as it's so sacred. So for me, I have kind of taken those blinders off where I'm like, okay, he has to be here. I'm okay with dating the trainer in Austin, Texas. That's just where I'm at. Like, I don't need a certain thing because I know what I'm wanting. Most guys in that percentage are not going to give me. So I would rather have a monogamous man than someone who can do whatever.
So you think the personal trainer is going to be monogamous? They're like known for cheating, no?
Well, I mean, here's my thing. Like, I get it. Like, I don't generalize people because I'm one of the most misunderstood people online as well. And I feel like there's a lot more to me, and I don't like to just put everyone in a box. I'd like to get to know people. So no, I'm not going to just say, oh, well, of course he's going to cheat on me. Like, no.
Okay. Would you take a guy that makes $35,000 a year and had a dad bod? Monogamous?
Had a dad bod?
Yeah, dad bod.
I feel like for me, I would want someone who.
Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
I pour into myself, and I'm accountable for my shit. I'm aware of what I got going on. I'm not gonna have a mom bod. I'm in the gym. I had a baby a year and a half ago. I'm in the gym 4 to 5 times a week. So I would want someone who can match at least the work ethic. Now, when it comes to money, I know for me, I want to be able to. I do not want to rely on a man. I have literally done that before. It didn't pan out in my favor. Okay, because what happens is you get the rug ripped from under you, and then now you fucking get out, bitch. Give me the motherfucking keys. It isn't that.
Okay, so for those who don't know who Brittany Renner is, I don't really know what she does. Like, I don't know what type of special skill she has or whatever like that, but I know she dated a basketball player, I think. They had a baby, and I believe they got a divorce, and I'm pretty sure, like, he took care of her financially and stuff like that, and like she was saying, he ripped the rug from under her feet once they decided to get a divorce or whatever the situation was. But in her case, she wanted a high value man. She wanted a man with a lot of money, with a certain status, right? To look good with, and it didn't work out in her favor. And I think it actually did the opposite for her. It actually disgusted her about how these type of men treat women, because they can get like any woman that they want. You know what I'm saying? They're millionaires, and they're athletes or whatever. They're rappers. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. And so now she's on the opposite end, where she's like, well, I don't really want that type of person. I want somebody who has a strong work ethic, who can look good, but isn't like the top guy, because I know those guys don't care about how we feel as women. So that's just what she's saying in the first part. Let's dive deeper into it and see where this goes.
So for me, the lifestyle I want, I am responsible for. So I don't look for a man to make X amount of dollars, because anything that I want, I'm going to get myself.
Well, because in my head, I feel like a guy's just as likely to cheat if he's in the top 20% of like looks. Just as likely as money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't.
Let me ask a quick question, just so I can clarify something, because I understand your points. You're saying you want a partner, a life partner. Are you sure? And I'm not accusing. I'm genuinely asking. Are you sure you're not confusing the amount of time the man spends with you with his monogamy? Because they're different things. Because what happens a lot of the time, if a man's out here chasing chicks, he's barely home. But imagine you had a man who was home 7 nights a week. He was always home. I'm talking about like an hour, like during his work lunch. You don't even notice. Then would you even give a shit about monogamy if you had all of his time effectively? Would you really care?
I still would care because I feel like that's still just an hour a day and it's not really quality time. I feel I really have been in so many different situations. Again, the trainer in Austin to the NBA player baby daddy. Like I have seen all of that stuff. And it's just my personal experience and perspective to where I want someone that sees the value in the Grand Canyon. I want somebody who
I understand. Okay. Like, so that's a good point. And so I'll just ask the first question. I'm gonna ask the second question. The realization you've come to is an interesting one. It is something that happens, especially to females as they mature. Don't you think it's strange, or why do you think that 0 women on earth choose those kind of men who they perhaps have slightly lower status, but are more likely to be loyal to them and be monogamous, etc. In the modern world, because like I said, the world's changed. Why do you think 0 women choose them when they're at the peak of their choices? So when a woman is 19 and she can go anywhere she wants, every man wants her, she can go on any yacht in Miami, she can get flown out to Dubai, when she has all the choices in the world, why is she completely uninterested in those kind of men? And then when she gets to a certain age of maturity and there's a whole new generation of girls who have all the choices, then they sit there and go, you know what? I deserve monogamy and da-da, and they all of a sudden want to grow up and mature. Why does no woman decide that when she actually is at her most valuable?
That right there, that is an awesome point to make. How many times have we seen that where women are young, pretty, healthy? They want the top guys, right? They want the guys with all the money. They want the guys with the brand new car, the Dodge Charger, SRT, the Hellcat. They want the guys with the Lambo. Most of these guys are a little older, right? They're not the young guys that's like striving to get to the top. They're either, you know what I mean, they're either like in their 30s and 40s and they've already hit a certain level of status, or they might be young and they might be athletes like 1 or 2 years into the NFL and they got like a bunch of money from these contracts. They will prefer to go with that guy who isn't going to treat them good probably and is not going to be monogamous based off of his status and money and what that guy or that man can provide for them, instead of going for the regular guy who is maybe still grinding, he's still figuring it out, he works hard, he probably makes between $35,000 to $70,000 a year, which is, you know what I'm saying, manageable. It's not really a lot of money. You can't go on vacation. They don't like to choose that guy that's going to be faithful. They want to choose the person that has all the money and the status until they get to a certain age where they're less valuable to the guy with the money, right? They've already had the issues and stuff and the problems that came with that. Now they want to go back and get the good guy. That is a crazy point, and that is exactly what's happening in our age right now.
Decide that when she actually is at her most valuable?
I feel like like I said, I don't like to speak for all women. I just speak for myself. But I know for me that I was looking for a man for a lifestyle, something that I was not able to do individually by myself. So that's why it's like, well, yeah, I want to be able to do this, do that. I want to go for the football player that was just on GQ. And in reality, now I realize, well, okay, there's a lot that comes with that. I can make my own money. I don't necessarily need that type of guy for the happiness that I'm looking for. Again, seeing value in the Grand Canyon is a lot different than like, okay, here's money for this, here's allowance for that.
And
here's an hour of my time.
As you asking why a man that is 20, 21, 23 is not a top G, like a 30, 40-year-old man.
No, the point,
your age actually dictates your sort of maturity to a large extent.
Well, I'm arguing the point. The point I'm trying to make is that what I actually think happens, especially in the modern world, because the modern world's all fucked up and nothing's the way it's supposed to be, the traditional life path of a female is she's 17, she's 18, she's 19, and her value is massively inflated. And I don't blame her. Of course it's massively inflated. Imagine being 19 years old, have achieved exactly fucking zero in your life, knowing nothing. You put makeup on, and sports stars, billionaires, actors, the most important famous people on the planet, the richest men on the planet are begging for your attention. The ego you're going to develop, let's all be honest, right? The ego you're going to develop is going to be monu-fucking-mental. I'm special, I'm so gorgeous, all bullshit, right? And then what happens as they grow older, as new generations come along, because the truth is most women are at their peak attraction, let's say in their early 20s. As they grow older, what women become is far more fearful of competition. This is why you'll see a woman who's a bit older go, oh, I really want monogamy. What she's scared of is her dude getting a 21-year-old. That's what she's fucking scared of. She may not know it. She may not say it. But basically, that's what the truth is, because she knows a 21-year-old is going to be more desirable, higher status, more fertile. That's what she's scared of.
Cheating is bad when you're 30 or 27.
So no, but it's not about that. I'm telling you the shift in the female mentality, because when a female is 20, she doesn't give a fuck about any of this. She doesn't want to find the nice man. Now she's trying to, like you're saying, chasing a lifestyle, chasing Mr. Promiscuous, chasing Mr. Famous. Doesn't give a shit until she starts getting scared. Oh, shit. Oh, my age begins with 3 now. And then they change, their mentality changes. It's a fear element. That's the reality. And it's a biological fear element. I'll give you an example of it. You know what's amazing about humans? We are still very primal. When men like these two and me, when we walk through the mall, people just move. It's like you can sense when the big animals turn up, right? It's something amazing about humans. If you have a very attractive 45-year-old woman, she's gorgeous, but a gorgeous 19-year-old walks in, look at that 45-year-old woman's face. She's furious. She fucking hates her. She just doesn't like her for no reason. Yeah. Because women understand, unfortunately, but your age is a massive indicator in your value. In an inverse way to men are more valuable as we get older. Every woman knows that. Every woman will sit here and go, yeah, I want a man who's older than me. Of course. But if I say it the other way around, I'm misogynistic. It's just the reality of the world. So then we have to go into the other point. The point is this. When you were at your peak value, you had zero interest in monogamy. But then you find a man who's 35 at his peak value. He's finally struggled and worked, because when he was 19, no girl spoke to him. When he was 23, he was broke. When he was 24, he had no life experience. When he was 25, he couldn't fuck. When he was 20, whatever. He finally gets to the point where he's now at his peak value. Him at 35 is you when you were 19. And then you're sitting there saying to him, no, you should be monogamous. It's like, well, you fucking weren't. You did whatever you wanted in your peak. Now I'm finally got there. And I had to work for my shit. God gave you. God and L'Oreal gave you. I had to fucking struggle. I had to go through hell to get on this yacht. You got on the yacht with an Instagram DM. I had to buy it. And now you're telling me I need to fucking settle down and behave and grow up? Fuck you. Because it's bullshit.
Okay. All right. So a couple things to take away from this video. I agree with what Andrew Tate is saying in a sense. I agree in the fact that women do tend to, at their young age, they tend to want to party more. They want to have the guy that has all the money, the older guy maybe has all the money, has his life together already, stuff like that. Or they want the guy that is like the thug or something like that, or some they want that type of lifestyle. Somebody who's like selling drugs at a young age and he's making a lot of money, but he doesn't see like 5 years down the road what that's going to lead to. And she don't see it either, but she sees what he's doing right then and there, versus that guy who's like trying to climb the business ladder and he's starting low, maybe making minimum wage, and he's worked by 5-10 years up the road. Now he's an executive in a higher position on a salary of $120,000-$130,000 a year. You know what I mean? They don't want that guy until he gets into that upper echelon of pay and status. And I think that's like a horrible way to look at it. And the reason why, and this is why it pays to be like a Christian, and it pays to understand God's law and understand the Bible, because like God wants us to find a wife and to marry and to create a relationship and to create a life with each other. You're supposed to become one flesh, right? So you got this young guy who loves the Bible, who loves God, and he's trying to find a wife, and he's working hard at his job. Like, that guy right there is going to build, and he's going to work harder, and he's going to provide for his family, even though it might not look good in the beginning, and he might not make a lot of money, but he is going to continue to work hard. 5, 10, 15 years down the road, his money's going to continue to climb. And that wife that was beautiful and young, and she had a lot of ambition, she stays with this guy through the thick and thin. And then by the time she turns 35 years old and she starts to lose her beauty because age starts to stricken her, she still has that husband by her side that has that money. So she don't have to worry about her husband trying to find a 21-year-old who looks better than her, because that husband has morals that only come from God. That's why it's important to pay attention to God's law and to actually try to live by the Bible, right? But you got all these kids and all these people that just want to live the fast life. They want to have all the good stuff right then and there. So the girls will do whatever it takes to get that guy that has all this stuff, or they'll go out with that drug dealer or whatever like that, or whatever the case may be. They want that guy with the status. But then when they get to that upper age and they got 3 kids and they got like they gain weight, they don't have the same beauty as they had when they were younger. Now they want that good guy to find them. Oh, where are the good men at? That good man is with that good woman. He left. He ain't waiting 10, 15 years for you. You wanted to go with the other guy. And now that other guy's in prison or dead, or he ain't got no money because all his money got taken away from that raid, or maybe he got addicted to drugs because he had a lot of money around and a lot of people telling him to do bad things and stuff like that. And he's broke now, or he doesn't want you, and he wants that 21-year-old. Now you want to find the guy that was, nah, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That guy don't want you no more. He got a family. So that I really like how Andrew Tate presented that, because it definitely laid some light on how women think. And it's not only women. I'm not going to say it's just only women, because men have a part in this too. Because like he said, that man that has that money will be with a woman, and then he will leave her for the younger woman because he feels like, well, I got all this money, I can get whoever I want. And so now he leaves her for this younger woman. And I think that's wrong too. But like I said, if you actually followed the law of God, if you actually read the Bible, if you actually lived the Christian life, you know, like both sides wouldn't do that, and it would be a great marriage, and you will have beautiful kids and a beautiful family at the end of the day. The wife will get what she wants, and the man will get what he wants. So go ahead and check Just Pearly Things out. She got a lot of good stuff going on. I actually watch a lot of her videos now just because of like the entertainment and stuff like that, and just learning different things. I didn't know who Andrew Tate was until I watched her video. So, but anyways, I appreciate y'all watching this. Let me know what y'all think about the conversation, and go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, comment on it, and hit the notification bell, man. And I appreciate y'all. Help me get to that 1,000 subscribers. We almost there. We almost there, baby. Let's get it. My name is Aaron Page, and I'm out.